Hello viewers, welcome to Core for Any. If you hear new, hit subscribe buttons and notification bell so you can never miss any our incredible content. Flutter Taxi App inside today we need to create here the bank detail screens as well as personal document screen need to develop here. First of all, we need to see these designs here to create here the today these designs we need to develop here bank detail screens, and then after we need to create this personal document screens we need to develop this here, and after we need to create here the info document info pop-ups we need to develop this here. First of all, let's start how to write down inside the codes we need to write. First of all, the filter codes go inside, we need to select here the login folders and to create here the bank details new files, create bank details detail view dots. We need to create this files here. We need to copy here the sign up screen and need to paste here and need to rename this name bank details like this. Give the screen names and to remove here country no needs now, country codes need as well as remove here. Now first of all we need to create here the bottom buttons. We need to create here the give this here the name next, then after already set here these things, and now one by one we need to change these names and to complete this screen. First of all, we need to needs here the bank name, this name, bank name. Then after we need to give this here the account holder name. Then after we need to create here the account number. After we need to set this here the shift code set here and to remove this here like this. Now first of all we need to set this here the bank name, set here bank name like this, give this here. Now we need to create here the account holder name. And after we need to this one and to get this here the account number. Like this sets here the account number. Now need to get here the last one, shift codes, IFC codes, shift zip code. Write down here the IFC code. And now these screens developing are the done here, and now we need to configure this UI inside the line up navigations. Use here the navigator. And to push these codes here. To use here the context. Write down here the push. You here the name, bank, detail. You have this, give this here, configure this here. Now need to save these files and need to check this here. The titles we need to go inside the bank. Else, so change this here the titles. Details. We need to cut this text here and to create here the app bars inside you need to set here the center titles to set here true. And now we need to create here the titles here like this sets here, and to evaluations we need to set this here the one like this sets here. Now we need to go click here the registers, and to open this here first of all need to set this background colors, color whites need to give this here like this sets here. Now this is the displaying goods, no any issue, and this UI are displaying goods. Now need to create here the this document screens. We need to develop this here first of all. So we need this here. First of all, we need to create here the new files, and to give this new here the document upload dot dots like this creates here names. Need to rename like this creates. First of all, we need to copy this here the bank details and to paste this here codes and to rename this here. Give this here the document view. Need to remove this here. It's no need. Also need to set here the title sets and configures this here this parameter like this. Now we need to pass this value here, give this name here, widgets, set the titles. Need to common screen develop as well as need to documents vehicle document screen. Both are the same screens. We need to develop this years. Now need to remove these all things. Now needs save these years and to configure this UI after the bank details. Copy these years, go inside the bank details, and now need to clicking here the next buttons. To use here the context methods, extensions methods, need to use this here, and now need to push these codes, these widgets, document, upload view, and to give this here the titles, personal, document, like this value, this years, and to save this here the files, and now need to click this years, and now need to develop here the one by one. First of all, need to develop here the new row, documents row, create here the new files, to set here the row dot dots like this creates years. Now need to create here the stateless widgets, and need to give this here the names, document row like this gives, and need to import here the material dependency. Now we need to create here the column. First need to see a row, and after expanded, and to give this here the general, just give this here. Now need to set here the cross axis alignment, so need to set this here as a start, like this sets here. Also need to set here the axis minimum sizes. We need to set here the min sets here. Also need to create here the separators. Now create, so need to list inside and create the separators. Now need to create here now. Create here the columns like this sets here. Dividers like this sets here. Now we need to set here the document object, the object like this sets here. Now we need void callback, give this here this event. Now we need to declare here on info, and to also need to action. Sets this here. Callback, and give this here on methods need to void callback on action. Now need to import all parameters here, like this sets here inside the document fields. Now need to the inkwell buttons, grab these widgets, and need to set this here the inkwell on press on tab, that has a on press here, like this sets here. Now need to create here the text. First of all need to here to copy, go inside the documents row and need to this here row, now need to set here the main axis, need to send this here, that as a start, and now need to import here the color extensions. Now need to set here the names property d object, here name string, this here the value, need to pass this here sets. Also need to create here the info buttons. Now we need to create the inkwell and to set here the web events, and to give this here the info actions, need to give this here like, and now need to create here the children's and to set this here the image sets. With these double quotes need to copy relative path and to paste this here like. Now need to set here the width, to give this here the 15s, and as well as need to give this here to 15s, like this sets here this value, and to give this here between some space size boxed, give this here width as a 8. Now need to give this here the const value, now we need to create here the document types. Enums need to create here document type status, need to give this here the first of all need to give this here the loading, and last one is uploaded. Like this status need to create here, also need to set this here final document status, need to give this here like like this sets here, and also need to add these parameters here inside the required. This is the commons, and now need to develop here the another row. We need to copy this here to write down here. Give this here the size box. Give this here height. Need to set here and to set here the const value. Now need to paste this here and to set here the details like this sets here. Now need to check here the fonts. Set here the 16 regular. And here set here the 15 regulars, and to secondary text colors need to give this here. This sets is all informations related to these uploadings, and now need to state wise need to develop here the buttons to develop. First of all need to set here the if conditions. Need to check this here the status equal to document dot upload else. Another types you need to give this here. Coding and else this here this value. And now first of all create the row. This sets here and to set here minimum size loaded status, then minimum. Now we need to here the clip image sets. Copy this relative path and to this here. Now we need to set here the width and height set as a 20. Set C. Now we need to create here the buttons in quell. Need to copy this in quell. Do this here on more on actions like this sets here. Also need to copy here the more button relative path and to give this here like this sets. Now we need to set this value done. Also need to create here the progress bars. We need to set this here. Also need to create here the regular progress indicators. Need to set this here like this value and to set here the const. What's const give. Now we need to set this here the view. Also need to check here the some property colors. With this here the colors and backgrounds colors. This here color, color memory. Like this sets here. Also need to create here the text buttons. Need to develop this here. And to set here the on uploads events, you need to call this here. And to now we need to create here the text with these years, and to put this here like this, set this value here, and to set here the text value, give this here the, and now we need to set here the font weight. We need to give this here the gold to set this like. Also need to give this here the primary colors like this sets here. All things are the done here. Now we need to create here the documents upload screens. Inside need to write down here the list. I have already prepared this document list. Now need to paste this here, and to set this here the row here, status row. Now we need to create here the list view. Need to develop this here first of all. View builders separator at the returns here divider like this calls here. Dividers need to create now here. Sets here. So need to give this here the counts. Give this here the document dot length. Give this like set here, and here some property. Need to set here the physics. Set as a physics. You need to const never scrolls. Physics you need to set this like this. Sync wrap need to set as a true. This sets here. Also need to see here the 12 sets. Now need to pass here the documents row. Give this here the objects. Need to get the document list open. Give here the app optional like this sets is. Need to save inside the one variables. The object this value here and this here. Now need to give this here the one press events sets. Also need to set here the image. So need to give this here upload buttons. Also need to give this here status button, and now need to set here the status like it. As you need to pass here document status. Dot set here. Set CS, and to save this CS and to check this here, this UI. No need here the separators. Here. Remove this here separator because already we created it. Now need to go inside the documents row. Now we need to set here the site. Sears. Give this here the width. And heights we need to set here. I like the set sears. Also need to set here the background colors. The color placeholders need to set this here like colors. Here light gray colors like here. Now display goods here these buttons, and to increase this here the more height and width. Now this is the UI are displaying goods. Need to increase this here the heading. Metric and to verticals. Now this is the displaying goods this UI here. Now this is the personal documents UI. We need to develop here this UI, and now need to create here the info pop-ups. Need to develop this here first of all. Need to develop here. Need to write down here the human uploads and to this. Now need to write down here the show model bottom sheets. Set here the context, as well as need to set here the context like this past. Here the semicolons. Now need to set here scrollables. Set here the true like this sets, and also need to set this here background colors. Transparency, all this like this sets here. Now returns here container creates here. Create here the column sets here. Need to give this here the titles first of all. Set the padding. Most edges in sets. Need to 20. Horizontals need to set as 20 like this past year. Now here columns. Now need to create here the margins. Need to be here. Paste this here. Now need to set here 6 like this sets here. Now we need to create here the decorations. Here the box decorations. This here the colors. color white. Then after need to set here the border radius. Set here the border radius circular. Set here the in. Then after set here the box shadow. Most sets. Shadow need to give this here. Here the colors. Colors like 12 need to be this here, and now need to set here the blur radius. Need to set here the this sets here. Now need to create here the titles. Need to create here first of all. This here the cross axis element. That as a start like this sets. Also need to create here the text. Here the titles. Birth certificate. Now need to set this here the static this screen. Set. Now need to copy here this here and to add this here the text value. 16 regular, and to set here the secondary text. Give this here the like this displaying here. Now need to create here the media variable. So now you need to give here width. Need to use here the context dot width property. Standard property you need to use here the width and multiply by. And also need to set this here right text. So give this here the heights minus to set this here the 100 like sets here. Now need to set here the expanded. Also need to create here wrap with the string. Scroll view. Sets here. Now need to create here the titles buttons. Need to use here the go inside the documents row and need to call these buttons upload buttons. inside the documents. Here's the row. Space this here's press events. This here navigation context dot pop. Methods need to call this here. Also need to give this here the main axis alignments. Set this here the end. This sets here. Now need to calls and need to test this UI. Look like this display here this UI. And now we give this here, change this name. Okay. Set here the 16 bold primary colors. Now need to 16 regular this text. Also need to give this here the white space. Need to give this here the 15 like this sets here the const value. Save this like here. Now need to 26, 23, not 26. Set here semi-bold 600. Need to set this the titles like this sets here. Now need to put this here. Need to click against this info buttons. Open like this UI and to this UI are the creating duns. Need to increase this value and to test roll are working or not. Now this UI are the reloading here, so need to click against document and the scrolls are the working goods, no any issue as well as now. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any question, so please write down the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.